played well. They want to advance to the Western Conference Finals. It's almost time to get up out of here. So 3D, I'll start with you. Clippers, Nuggets, who has the advantage and who do you like?
Man, I'm going with 50-piece chicken wing with lemon pepper sauce. So I'm going with Jamal Murray goes off again, guys. We're going to Game 7.
Woo, okay, GA, same question for you.
You know how much I love my lemon pepper. So I'm gonna have to go. I really feel like the Nuggets have the confidence to force this to a 7th game. I'm going to go out with the Nuggets as well.
And with that being said, NBA fans, what's good? You are now rocking with the best. Ro Parrish here in Studio B, and it is Playoff Central Live presented by AT&T 5G. And that is why they are the consummate basketball professionals. They just got done eating their lemon pepper wings.
Good?
Hey.
Yeah, baby, that sauce is good, baby. Yes, sir. That Mile High sauce is good, boy. Good.
What?
Boy.
Hey, go ahead. Take this minute to go ahead and gloat and celebrate. I wanted to make sure that you two had your moment.
Well, it's one of these things, though, guys. And GA, you know it. And Ro, you've been around us long enough. You just have a team that's playing with a lot of confidence. You have a coach that's been there, done that, so he's not overreacting to Michael Porter Jr.'s comments. He's letting these young guys flow. And Joker and Jamal Murray, and GA, I pass over to you now. I think they've turned that corner. How we looked at, like the Warriors 4 or 5 years ago, Joker and Murray are bona fide superstars, and they know how to put a team on their back and play a crucial point in numbers in the way they're going to another Game 7 like they showed us last year, and now they're doing it again this year. GA?
And DZ, you make a great point. The reality is this, too, and we sometimes don't appreciate this with young players. Like, we know how good Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, how good they are, but they're not going to play better basketball than what we've seen from them in terms of their career. You know, they can get a little bit more polished. They can be more efficient. But, you know, when you get to a certain point in your career, it's just a matter, can I sustain this level, right? Can I get a little bit better, but for the most part, can I continue to play here? The difference with Murray and more so with Jokic is their best basketball is ahead of them. Like, they're still getting better. And I go back to what we talked about. We talked about this with the Heat and the Celtics. The one advantage I feel like that this Nuggets team has is that their two best players are still improving. They just had an offseason, in essence. So they're coming back for a whole new year this postseason. And Jokic is much better. Murray is much better. And I didn't think I would say this, but for maybe one other series that the Clippers could play. But Kawhi Leonard has not been the best player in this series. And he's been really good. But Jokic has been the best player in the series. He's been the guy for which the Clippers have no answer. He's completely unraveled the way they play because he's taken Harrell and Williams out of the game because they cannot contain him when they put him in the pick and roll.
So much to get into right now. We're going to begin things with the head coach for the Nuggets, Mike Malone.
They closed that second quarter on a 16-2 run. We had 5 turnovers during that stretch. But the beauty of us is having gone through it against Utah, having gone through it against the Clippers in the previous game, we weren't down on ourselves. We knew what it was going to take to get out of that hole, play great defense, to outscore them 64-35 in the second half, to hold them to 26% from the field while we shot 61. It was just amazing. We had 11 straight stops at one point. Coming into this round, they were the number 1 offense in the playoffs. So I'm running out of adjectives, superlatives, whatever you want to call it, to speak on our team because that is a tough, resilient group of you-know-what. So I love our team. I love our team. I love our toughness.
All right, next question will go to Mike Singer. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Michael, can you describe what happened in the third quarter to your team, particularly after that hard no call on Jamal?
Yeah, I mean, it was when you're in these elimination games, our 5th straight win in an elimination game, there is no tomorrow. So you have to understand the urgency that was needed being down 16. And we felt that, we didn't get a call here, didn't get a call there. Jamal goes down on a made basket, no foul call. And we always rally around each other. And it's no secret, we won this game with our defense. And when we defend, that gets our offense rolling, and we can get out and attack. And, I mean, some of the shots that Nikola hit, some of the plays that Jamal made, I thought Torrey Craig was phenomenal. Gary Harris's offense, three-point shooting, attacking the basket, Michael Porter. So this was a group effort. And that third quarter was one of our best third quarters that I can ever remember in my 5 years.
All right, next we'll go to Matt Moore. Matt, go ahead.
Michael, I know you're going to be proud of the defense. You mentioned after Game 5 that the offense was going to have to be better. After Game 4, rather, the offense was going to have to be better. It's been better. The ball has been moving more. Has there been anything that you guys have done in terms of tactics or just execution that's gotten the ball moving more to get more guys in rhythm?
Well, I think one thing we've talked about is, against that team, you can't hold the ball. They have three of the best on-ball defenders in the NBA. They're very big. They're very physical. So if you hold on to it, you're not creating any advantage. You have to trust the pass and trust your teammates. And tonight we had 26 assists. Second half, much better job taking care of it. Turnovers were an issue early on. But I thought in Game 4, I believe it was, Matt, our defense was phenomenal. We couldn't score. We never got a payoff from our defense in that game. We were very slow and lethargic, lacking energy. I thought in game number 5 and tonight in game number 6, our defense was great, and we did have the energy to get out and run and attack and look to attack the early mismatches, whatever it may be. So we've just really talked about more energy, more ball movement, more body movement, and be a lot harder to guard, and the guys have done that, as well as shooting one-legged fadeaways.
Next, we'll go to Tim Reynolds, who is there. Tim, go ahead.
I actually work on the one-legged fadeaway.
Yeah, I'm the one-legged shooting coach.
That's perfect. I know you said you've run low on superlatives, but here's hoping you can dig deep and find a couple. Everyone here talks about beating the bubble. Like, you're 2,000 miles from home, you haven't seen your families in 2 months. The human condition says at some point you let go of the rope. What is it about this team that just, when the numbers say this game is over, you guys, it's instantaneous when you guys find your best stride in those moments. What is it about this group that does that?
It's I get that question a lot, and I'm not really sure what it is. I think what it comes down to, Tim, is it's an inner belief, an inner confidence. We started off training camp back in September in Colorado Springs talking about winning a championship. And we still have those same goals. Like we've never lost sight of that. 4 months during the hiatus, coming back into the bubble, trying to get healthy. We've always felt that we were good enough. No one else does, but we don't care about it. We don't listen to the noise. We've always had this internal belief in ourselves and our collective group that we're good enough to win a championship. And we find it funny that the narrative is like, oh, the Nuggets are a cute team. Oh, what a good story. We were second in the West last year. We were one possession away from going to the Western Conference Finals. Most of this year, we were the number 2 seed in the West. All right, and until after the All-Star break, we lost hold of that. So I think it comes down to just a tremendous belief and confidence in who we are, what we're about, and what we're trying to accomplish. And we have work to do. We're not satisfied yet.
All right, next we'll go to Nick Kosmider. Nick, go ahead.
Oh, blast from the past.
Michael, Kawhi Leonard, 25 points tonight, but needed 18 shots to get there. Even on the nights that he's had big scoring outputs, he's had to have a lot of volume to do that. What's been the key to what you guys have been able to do, on a guy that has such playoff success like him? Yeah,
I think he's a great player. I knew he was a great player, but when you're in a series, 6 games now going to 7, you see a guy up close and personal. The respect I have for Kawhi Leonard is even that much more. How he carries himself, how he handles himself, and on top of being a fantastic player. You have to give Jeremy Grant credit. You have to give Gary Harris credit. And I thought Torrey Craig was phenomenal. I thought our bench really impacted this game. Michael Porter, Torrey Craig, Monte Morris, most notably. But one guy can't guard Kawhi. We were in the gaps. When he played pick and roll, we were up at the level, showing him a crowd, trying to make life difficult for him as best we can. And now 8 of 18, there were shots that he missed that he normally makes. So by no means are we saying that we have the answer to stop Kawhi Leonard. He'll be great, I'm sure, in Game 7. But our guys have embraced the challenge of guarding him, not just one-on-one, but as a 5-man unit on the court.
All right, we have time for one more here, and we will end with Jeff Zilgit, who is there. Jeff, go ahead.
2 questions, Michael, if you'll allow. You talked in pregame about some of the calming presence that Jokic provides to your team. How did that manifest itself tonight, maybe especially in the second half? And then Garrett Harris, I know he started to come around defensively in the first series.
Right.
Found his offense in the second.